Hello everyone, my name is Hirayan, your tech maestro at Azure Worlds. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's session, we'll be learning about Terraform Resource Meta-Argument Lifecycle. First of all, let's understand what is Terraform Lifecycle. Terraform Lifecycle is a nested configuration block within a resource block. The Terraform Lifecycle Meta-Argument can be used to specify how Terraform should handle the creation, modification, and destruction of any resource. As we all know, Terraform has a default behavior while dealing with resource creation, modification, and destruction. Now, to change the default behavior of your Terraform, that is when we can use meta-argument lifecycle such as create before destroy, prevent destroy, and ignore changes. Alright, now let us understand each one of them. Create before destroy. By default, it is false. In our case, it is right now true. So when I say create before destroying your existing resource or resources, Terraform will first create new resources with the desired name. Then only Terraform will destroy your existing resource or resources. Let us see in action. As you can see here right now, this is my bnet 1 and this is my bnet 2. Let's say you have already created this particular bnet 1. For some reason, I want to modify this one to bnet 2. By default, if you don't define the Terraform lifecycle, what happens by default? Terraform will first destroy your existing resource, in our case bnet 1, then only they will create with a new name, that is bnet 2. So let me show you. Terraform init, Terraform plan. Okay, so I've done Terraform plan, then Terraform, sorry, Terraform apply auto approve. Okay, okay, so as you can see right now, the resource is being created. We can meanwhile log into the, I think, yeah, this is my resource group. Let me just refresh the page. Let me check what name we have given as resource group name. In our case, this is my resource group, that is Azure DevOps RG. Let me check Azure DevOps RG. Yes, I have. This is my resource group. Let's say resource group is created successfully. Right now, I can check it's showing as okay. Apply complete. Two added. So two resource got created. One is a resource group. Second is your bnet. So as you can see here, this bnet is successfully created. That is a bnet one. Now, if I don't use this particular, in our case, it is a command. Right now, it will not be this thing. If I don't use the Terraform lifecycle, what happens by default? They will destroy the existing resource first, and then only the desired name, in our case, this resource, will be created. Let us see in action. So what we'll do, as you can see, this is the resource, sorry, bnet name, bnet01. So now let us comment this one, uncomment, this one, uncomment. So that means now I'm going to change the bnet name. Instead of bnet1, which is already existing, I want to use this one. If I don't use the Terraform lifecycle, then first they will destroy the existing resource, in our case bnet1. Let me shape this one. Now let me try the Terraform apply commands once again. Just see here. If you can see here, it is going to must be replaced. Force replacements. This particular resource group is existing will be changed to DevOps bnet02. Okay. So as you can see here, it is destroying. Meanwhile, you can check here if you refresh the page, right? You can see here it is being destroyed right now. Yeah, it is showing complete. Now it is by default. What happens? Let me refresh the page. Sorry. Now you see Binet 2. Okay, Binet 2 goes thing. So basically, if you see here, first they will, you see here, destroy. They'll destroy the existing resource or resources, depends on whatever you define here. In my case, only just one Binet. It could be any resource type. Let's say it could be your virtual machines, it could be your storage account, it could be your load balancer, anything. Okay, it could be any resource type. But in our case, I given for the Binet. I'm changing the Binet. This is the default behavior. Okay, so it is first destroying, then only after destroying this thing, they will create a new one with a new name. In a sense, the desired name. This is the default behavior. Now, let us see if if we use the Terraform lifecycle. Okay, now we are going to use Terraform lifecycle. Now, what I want to do is that now, like I mentioned, this is right now existing. If I want to rename to, let's say instead of 01, I want to make it to 010. Sorry, 10. Instead of binet 1, I want to make it 10, binet 10. Okay, so I will hash throughout this one. This is the right now. This is the current state right now. The current state is your binet 02. So let us show you. Yeah, as you can see, this is the current state. That is a binet DevOps binet 02. So let me refresh. This is the current state. Now, if I use this lifecycle meta argument, what happens now? I mentioned in my case is equal to true. First, what it'll do is they will create first this particular binet, that is binet 10. Then only they will destroy the existing. Let us see in action. Let me save this one. I'll write 1 second, same comments. So because in our case we have now I'm using lifecycle this thing. See here, before it, right now it is a binet 2, it is going to be binet 10. But what is the action we want? In our case, like I mentioned, what we want is create before destroy. Mean before destroying your existing resource, the new resource with the desired name has to be created first. So let us see here. If you see here, modifying the modifying modification complete. If you see here, it is just got refresh, got 10. So if you check here, I mean here, first what it does, modify, you can see first it will create. They'll create the resources with a new name. Okay. They will create it with a new name. If you see here, this is a new name, right? They have created first new name and then they will destroy the existing one. If you see here, which is that? Yeah, you see here, they are destroying this one, binet 2. So this is one of the use cases. Now, now we understood. So basically, when I use the before destroy, right? When I use the create before destroy, it's nothing but before destroying your existing resource or resources, Terraform first will create new resources with the desired name. Then only the existing resource or resources will be destroyed. Fine. Now let us understand prevent destroy. Prevent destroy is nothing but you are avoid destroying specific resource. It could be any resource type. Let me show you. By default, it is false, but you can use as true. When I say use true, so any resource that you want to prevent from destroying, you can use prevent destroy. As you can see here right now, I have my bnet 1 and again bnet 2. Now here, as you can see here, this is the meta argument, that is lifecycle I use. In our case, true. Before that, I will show you the default behavior. Okay, let me run this Terraform. Terraform 02. Then I can run Terraform plan. Okay, it is now I can run Terraform apply. Auto approve. Okay, auto approve. So, like I mentioned, by default, it is false. But if you want to use a prevent destroy, if you want to prevent from destroying certain resources or resource, in this case, you can use a prevent destroy lifecycle meta argument. So as you can see right now, it is being created right now. So what we want is now, I want by default, the Terraform will be destroy. So what I know, if I want, I can destroy by default. If I just use the same commands, I'll try to destroy. Let's see, destroy this dash destroy. Okay. So just to show you, by default, as you can see here, this is we can destroy this one. See, it is being right now. If you see here, refreshing state, and it is going to destroy right now. Yeah, will be destroyed. Okay. This is the default behavior. Now, let's say to change the default behavior, what we can do is that I can change this one. What I'll do, I will, let's say I will remove this one. Command. Okay. So if I use this now, if I use Terraform lifecycle prevent destroy, if I use now, what happens now? If I try to destroy also, you will not be able to destroy this one. Let us see this how we can use. So same resource binaries. Okay, same binary. Let me just save this first. Right, as you know now, by default we can destroy, right? So now we will see, we will restrict this one from destroying. As you can see, it is successfully destroyed. Now we can go directly to the Azure portal and we can check it. Sorry, not the virtual machines, it is a resource group. So right now, what is the resource group name? Sorry, bnet name it was bnet 01, right? It is no more. So resource group is a, let me show you resource group. This is my resource group, that is DevOps RG, DevOps RG 01. Sorry, not DevOps RG, it is a DevOps RG OS. Okay. As you can see here, right now, like I mentioned, it is got destroyed fully. We don't have anything right now. That means you are able to destroy by default. Now let's see we can how we can prevent from destroying this one. As you can see here right now, I have used the lifecycle prevent destroy is equal to true. Okay, so this particular resource, this particular bnet, that is my bnet 01, will not be able to destroy. So I will just save this first. Let me run the Terraform commands again. Terraform apply auto approve. So that we will see now, we will try to first what do you call apply this one. So the new resource group will be created as well as new bnet, that is same bnet only will be created now. In our case, same bnet, I'll keep it as same bnet, bnet 01. But this time I want to prevent from destroying. So I just use this one meta argument lifecycle, that is prevent destroy. By default it is false. So if you want to restrict the destroying the resources, you can use prevent destroy. So in my case I have given as true. Now it is successfully destroyed, I mean created. Let me refresh. Let me refresh once again. This is my DevOps RG. If you can see here, DevOps RG is my resource group name. Okay. Now same thing, we have a bnet. Bnet name is a DevOps bnet 01. So you can see DevOps bnet 01. So as you can see here right now, this is good. Now let me try to destroy this particular. I didn't do anything. Let me run the same commands. Terraform apply, destroy, auto approve. This time when you try to destroy this particular bnet, like I mentioned, here you have defined Terraform lifecycle such as prevent destroy. In this case now they will prevent from destroying the resource. Right. Yes, you can see here, right? Plan 0 to plan, sorry, 0 to add, 0 to change, 1 to destroy came, but here it is getting an error. Instance cannot be destroyed. Now, if you can see here on this particular file, that is my virtual network.tf. If you see here, virtual network.tf, okay, there line number 2, 2 mean this particular resource type, that is my bnet, right? It is saying that the resource virtual machine network dot a particular has a lifecycle dot prevent. So it is telling me that I have a lifecycle dot prevent destroy set. So as you can see here right now, I have set this one. Okay, but the plan calls for this resource to be destroyed. To avoid this error and continue with the plan, either disable lifecycle dot prevent destroy or reduce the scope of plan during the target option. So now it is clear that if you use this meta argument, that is lifecycle prevent destroy, then we can prevent destroying any resources. And normally this particular what you call lifecycle, right? Terraform lifecycle can be used within your resource block. As you can see, this is within your resource block itself. So what I'll do right now, that is why it is confirmed that you are not able to destroy the resource because you have set the plan. Now if I have to again, what I'll do, I will uncomment this one, I'll comment this one so that has strict. Okay, now if I try to save this one, now let's see if I can destroy. Okay, as you can see right now, it is asking this particular bnet will be destroyed. So let's wait. Yeah, as you can see right now, it is being destroyed, right? So, okay, as you can see right now, it is successfully destroyed. We have check out, we have uncomment this one so that it will not be considered now. So that is why right now we could destroy our resources. Fine. Now we have understood this one. Now let us see ignore changes. Ignore changes is nothing but anything you're doing outside of Terraform by default, Whenever you run Terraform command, the Terraform will first destroy the resources or maybe any kind of changes been happen or any kind of changes being done out of Terraform. So in our case, let's say you have a tag or any other resources that maybe the you have modification happen manually, those will be discarded. So let me show you that. As you can see right now, I am into here. First, let me terraform it. So what I'm doing here is the same binner I'm using it, and within the binner I have created a tag. I have two tags here. This is defined in using Terraform. Herian, honor Herian, the environment staging. Okay. This particular two tags I have it right now. Meanwhile, I'll just save the time so I can apply. Okay, this particular two tags are available using Terraform. Now I will try to add some other tag that is manually and see what happens. Okay, it is done. Now let me use Terraform apply auto approve. So by default, as you can see here, the two tags will be created or added to my bnet. In our case, bnet01. Okay, so two tags will be created along with in the bnet. Now let us see what is the resource group name. Um, this is the resource group name. It is same resource group, DevOps RC. All right. Now let's see. I'll just refresh the page. Resource group. Yeah, it is successfully created. Now let us see in our Azure portal. Refresh. Okay. This is the resource group, DevOps RC. Now here, as you can see here, this is my bnet. If you see here resource group, I don't have an tag on a default one, but in my what do you call bnet, inside my bnet, this is my bnet, right? Virtual network. I have I'll be having a tags now because I have defined in my Terraform. Let me show you. If you see here in Terraform, I have two tags honor, Herian, environment, staging. Let us see. Okay, honor, environment staging, honor, Herian. So those two tags there. These two tags are managed using Terraform. Now, let's say if I want to do manually, I want to add some tags. Let's say I want to give testing. Just mention yes. Let's say this particular text right now I will add. Okay, let me add this one. So this particular tag that is the staging dot, sorry, staging, yes, I mentioned from Azure portal now. I have, okay, updated from Azure portal. Let me refresh once. I'll just try to just try to confirm this one. Yeah, I have three tags right now. But now once again, if I run the same commands, Terraform apply or anything, let me see what happens. If I use Terraform apply once again, whatever changes you are doing manually, this will be gone. Just let's wait. As you can see here, this is minus if you see the color, right? It is a testing is equal to yes. That means this particular, it will not be managed. It is saying that this particular tag is not being managed by a Terraform or using Terraform. As you can see here now. If you see here, go back to your resource. In your binary, if you go back, this is your binary, right? This is right on 3. Just let me refresh. You can see 3, the old one. Let me refresh it. Yes. Now if you see here, like I mentioned, there are three tags before. Right now only two tags are there, which are already defined in my Terraform. That is my owner and the environment. Okay, owner and environment. But the tag which we have added, that is testing and the yes, that is gone because that is how by default. Now to change the default behavior, now what we want is I want to ignore changes. It is not just about the tag, it can be your any kind of modification in the server or any kind of modification that you're doing in your resource level. It could be your you want to change some disk size or SQs or BMSQs, whatever it is. Okay, this could be any resource type. So now, if you want to ignore the changes, whatever being done manually, then in our case we can use the ignore changes lifecycle meta argument. Let us see now. So now what I'll do, I will remove this one. Okay, now I will remove this one. I have removed it. I'll save this one. Okay, let me save this one. I have saved it. Okay, now let me go and change manually. Again, this is for testing. Same thing. I am using the same tag just for our this time. Also, I'll mention testing. Yes. Okay. So this time, what I'm doing is that I'm going to change using Azure portal. That is outside of a Terraform. Now, what happens if you want these manual changes to be ignored? What you can do is that you can define here again same as before here, but in our case right now ignore changes is equal to tag. I have to mention because we are ignoring the tag any changes happen. Now like I mentioned, this is okay. I have refreshed it. Let me check. Okay, this is that. Now let me run the same Terraform. Apply commands. Apply is nothing but the next changes. Now let's wait that whatever you have done, I mean modification you did here manually, those will be remain same because you have mentioned in your Terraform block, that is your lifecycle block, to ignore it. Ignore the changes what is been happen manually. Okay. So in your case here, right now this is there, this is not there, this is the default one. So right now it is changed once. Now if you go to resource group, sorry, bnet, let me just refresh the bnet. You see here, whatever you have done manually, changes happen that is outside of Terraform. Still it is available because we have done here that is lifecycle meta argument in Terraform. In our case, ignore changes. If you want to ignore any resources type, it could be your SQs or tags or anything, right? If you want to manage, you say, let's say outside of Terraform, in our case, you can use a ignore changes and mention a resource type.